This video has...
Anyways, we're FFB Pictures and we're gonna do A Nightmare on Elm Street! Michael Bay produced this, and it's pretty much the same team that did the Friday the 13th remake, and it stars Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger. Other than that, there's really no popular actor that's in this movie that I could think of.
The plot of this movie is, supposedly there's like, the janitor of a school...
Gardener.
The gardener, same thing. Person that does stuff at a preschool, and he supposedly, like... He be touching them little boys and girls! Exactly, nigga.
Supposedly.
Okay, so supposedly, he was, like... raping
What are we talking about
little...
supposedly? He took pictures!
Okay, at the beginning though, they try to make him out to look like a good guy.
See, what happens is, it's a good, it asks the question if he actually did this stuff, because it makes it seem like he was an innocent man that got killed, because we don't know, which is a cool part about the movie, until the ending that, he's actually a bad guy.
So at the beginning you don't know, it's just all a mystery at the point, no one knows anything. But the problem is the reason no one knows anything is everyone's trying to forget Freddy because he can only kill you in your dreams.
And the parents are trying to hide the truth from their children.
So, the children of the parents who killed Freddy are now, they remember him now, so every time they go to sleep, he tries to kill them in their dreams. So, the entire movie they're trying to find some way to bring him into the real world and kill him.
Okay, some pros in the movie. It's a really good remake. I mean, compared to other remakes that are out there, it's a really good remake. It has a lot of good suspense and thrillers. And
It wasn't an acid trip.
Yeah, it wasn't an acid trip like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And it actually, like we said a second ago, it gave a cool mystery side effect to it.
And if you've seen the other Nightmare on Elm Street movies, this one actually makes him seem scary.
Yeah, all the other Nightmare on Elm Street movies has him as like this comical, well, he has some comedy to him a little bit.
Stupid one-liners.
Sometimes, but other than that, he's a really scary person. And...
except for the fact that he looks like Aslan the Lion.
For me, there was really not a whole lot of cons. This was a really good slasher picture. I mean, and it does break one rule of scary films. And what is it, Brandon?
There was no sex in this movie whatsoever.
No nudity or sex scenes in this movie whatsoever.
There was implied sex and nudity.
But there was none on screen.
For once.
So you don't have random parts flying across the screen and into it and whatever the heck happens in Jason's movie.
The lead female actor was the most emotionless hag they could have put.
Yeah, well, that's about the only thing. Yeah.
And then
she wasn't that good of an actor, but it wasn't, her first movie, so...
Yeah, it's like one of her first movies.
So you gotta give her some credit.
I mean, everyone kept getting offed by Aslan Kruger, the Jesus Allegory nightmare slasher.
How does he look like Aslan?
The face makeup, it's like the way it is around the eyes, it's curved downwards, and then his forehead has no burns on it, so it's flat with the two curved down eyes. Looks like a lion's face.
This is really a con, it's just kind of funny, but every time I saw Freddy Krueger in this movie, I don't know, it's some way with his makeup or something, or just the way the dude looks, every time I saw him on screen, I wanted him to be like, Mr. Anderson.
And Eric has a low tolerance for jump scares.
So he didn't like this movie that much, because there was a lot of them.
There's literally like a jump scare every
10 seconds in the first clip.
Don't worry, the nightmare is over.
This is William Shatner impersonating. The ending of this movie is technically impossible, kind of like other Freddy Krueger movies. See, they bring him into the real world and they kill him, but for some reason
it breaks its own plot. It's like the rules of Freddy Krueger is he can only hurt you in your dreams, but in the dream world he can do whatever he wants to. Because that's his world.
In the real world he's supposed to be powerless.
He's powerless with a little kitty glove.
Okay. When he does come in the real world, they do kill him. But then at the end of the movie, it's kind of like the original. It's kind of like the original. Yeah, let's do a reenactment. This is a reenactment of the ending. Picture Brandon standing in front of a mirror, He's supposed to be like the main chick's mom. Okay. So,
Honey, it's okay. The nightmare's over.
oh God, that's what happens. He breaks his own rule.
And then I get pulled through this mirror that's supposedly behind me.
Yeah, she gets pulled into the mirror and he... Because it doesn't make any sense. He's brought to the real world. How does he have his dream powers? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, on to the ratings. Go first, Brandon.
Well, I really like this movie. At first, I had never seen an actual Nightmare on Elm Street movie before that, and I want to give it a 5 out of 5.
Which is a sex-tastic. Go.
I'll give it a 2.
2. Which is a rental, and I'm going to give it a sex-tastic also. 5 stars. Okay, that was our review, and our next review will be Predators.